as you know, in North Carolina, Thom Tillis, the Speaker of the House of the North Carolina House, is the so-called establishment candidate in North Carolina, as opposed to the Tea Party guy. Because this guy, and you know what that means, he's media trained. Even though he has sat upon one of the most regressive right-wing policy agendas in the country, even though he has disenfranchised voters, even though he is just, here he is now trying to sound normal and responsible. I'm not one of these loose cannons.
Media trained, but not great at it.
Media trained, but at his very core.
In the traditional sense.
Yes, at his very core, he cannot help but express what really drives his agenda. Here he is in an interview with the Carolina Business Review talking about what they need to do to appeal to a larger group of people.
And I think we need a focus on limited government and free markets, which is something that's appealing to everybody. That kind of work will position us for those growing sectors. You know, the traditional population in North Carolina and in the United States is more or less stable. It's not growing. The African American population is roughly growing, but the Hispanic population and the other immigrant populations are growing in significant numbers. We've got to resonate with those future voters.
Okay. The traditional population in North Carolina and America is relatively stable, but the black population and the Hispanic population, just, I mean, what's on his mind there? Traditional North Carolinians, said Tillis campaign communication director, refers to North Carolinians who have been here for a few generations. What about traditional Americans? In fact, I would also say that I would bet there's a significant number of African Americans in North Carolina who have been there for a few generations. I'm trying to think why would that might be. What about in America?
Long time don't mean traditional, Sam. Let's raise some distinctions here, please.
There's, you know, this whole new thing where we have Latino people in America is just, whoa, that is a new phenom, isn't it?
Let me tell you something else. Those African Americans ain't playing their traditional role neither.
No. I remember when I went out to Los Angeles, and then I went to San Diego, and then I went to Las Vegas, and then I went to all these places where it's not traditional to have Latino people. Wow. You can media train them, but you got to remind them every day, hey, don't be so racist. Even if you say it in a polite manner. But you know what? I think this is not going to come as a surprise to anyone who's Latino or African American in North Carolina. I imagine a couple of traditional types might also say, hey, wait a second. That's weird. Unbelievable.
Why are you playing the race card, Sam?
Yeah. Why are you playing the anti-traditional race card, Sam? Oh, boy.
Why are you so angry?